Thank you very much. Thanks for the opportunity to testify today. As General Counsel for Mass Family Institute, I'm here to speak in opposition to H 2505 and S 1486, which would legalize physician-assisted suicide in Massachusetts. I first want to address one of the most misleading claims about these bills, which is that we have clear evidence that people in Massachusetts support legalizing physician-assisted suicide by a wide margin. Groups with truly Orwellian names, like Death with Dignity and Compassion and Choices, like to point to a 2023 poll conducted by Beacon Research that supposedly showed that almost 80% of Massachusetts residents are in favor of so-called medical aid in dying. On its face, that sounds like pretty overwhelming support. As the old adage goes, you can barely get 80% of people to agree that the sky is blue. But if you dig a little deeper, a problem becomes apparent with this poll, and it's a big problem. Here's what the poll actually asked people. Would you support a bill that would provide, and I quote, mentally sound, terminally ill adults the option to get a prescription for medication they could decide to take to die peacefully? Of course, who wouldn't want terminally ill patients to be able to take medication that would help them die peacefully? Judging by that description, one would think these bills are about giving morphine or anesthesia or palliative care to dying patients. But had the poll called medical aid in dying what it really is, physician-assisted suicide, I think it's safe to assume the results would have been very different. For good reason, most people don't support the idea of doctors helping patients kill themselves. This type of obfuscation and misdirection is a key part of the assisted suicide lobby's playbook. It's simple: whitewash doctor-prescribed death to make it sound compassionate and empowering, pretend like it's all about alleviating pain when we know that's not true, and most people choose assisted suicide because they feel like a burden on friends and family. Gaslight people with disabilities by claiming these bills won't devalue their lives, and never admit that we're really talking about suicide. Following the same pattern of obfuscation, the newest version of the bills would make state-collected data about assisted suicide immune from the public records law. This means that if the bills pass, we may never truly know the impacts they've had on Massachusetts citizens. One has to ask, what are the proponents of these bills trying to hide? When a cause is righteous, there's no need to use nice-sounding euphemisms or deceptive talking points to promote it. Proponents of these bills know how unseemly it is to promote suicide, so they pretend that's not what they're doing. But I hope you can see through this ploy, and I hope that you'll act to defend the sanctity of every human life by rejecting these dangerous bills. Thank you.